Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Salsabila binti Muhammad Jais and my matric number is 281066. We are from Group 8. About report writing, we choose PT Natural Nusantara that we call NASA. Okay, PT Natural Nusantara is a company that create agricultural of organic based product as well as health, cosmetic and beauty products, as well as per home care body based on herbs and technical advance. So this NASA company was founded by a family in Yogyakarta, Indonesia in October 2002. Okay, this NASA corporation possess or control an important key namely K3 in terms of quantity, quality and sustainability factor linked to agro-complex product, which has a great deal of promise for organic agriculture based enterprise. So NASA employ aspect of mental tough, motivation, science and money that the agriculture business has yet to master. The name PT Natural Nusantara has two meanings. Natural means valuing nature and ecological friendly technologies, and Nusantara means prioritizing national effort. The company PT Natural Nusantara is an agriculture-based company that produces its product using organic method. Okay, PT Natural Nusantara was founded by Mr. Hana Indra, that Miss Salsabila grandfather in 2002 in Yogyakarta, Indonesia. So that PT Natural Nusantara is the family business about around 20 years. Okay, according to the 3 genogram of PT Natural Nusantara member of the family, Miss Salsabila grandfather founded a company. Mr. Nur Yassin have 2 children, Mr. Jafar and Madam Lily Setiawati. Both of them are married and have their own family. As a result, PT Natural Nusantara may be said to have the next successors when PT Natural Nusantara was taken over by the second generation after Mr. Nur Yassin have retired and handed over management of PT Natural Nusantara. PT Natural Nusantara was handled by Mr. Dasono Tan, that is Miss Salsabila father. Okay, Mr. Dasono Tan took over PT Natural Nusantara in 2018. NASA or PT Natural Nusantara is keeping this business a secret for the time being because the third generation here are still studying and inexperienced. PT Natural Nusantara firm does not have an age limit for taking over and continuing the business. Mr. Nur Yassin family members who wish to take over PT Natural Nusantara must have sufficient knowledge and appetite to ensure that the business, if take over, is efficiently managed so that there is no difficulty with not knowing how to handle the business, personnel and operation. So PT Natural Nusantara don't have any limit who the family members want to take over PT Natural Nusantara, but they need to have knowledge and experience how to handle the business, because their grandfather don't want make it trouble when the members take over the business, don't have knowledge or experience, so it will be difficult for them to deal with supplier or customer, staff, and everything.
Family relationship and conflict exist in the companies. NASA is a family business where the role of the family is very vital in it. The key to success in a family business is unity, honesty, and professionalism. The relationship that has been fostered since the beginning until now is getting better. Mutual respect for the different opinions and frequent deliberations when they want to make decisions are one of the important roles. Conflict certainly exists in family business, be it internal conflict or external conflict. The internal conflict that have been experienced are due to different opinions between families. The year 2018 was the year in which the transfer of leaderships from the first generations to the second generations. Some family members did not agree because they believed the first generation's leaders were still worthy enough to lead, and some had opinions that the age cannot be full because realistically it has passed the age limit and will affect performance. But in the end, this family conflict can be handled properly, so there is no division.
My name is Siti Uminazra binti Buhari and my number matric is 280323. I would like to share about companies such as decision planning. The important thing in family company is a change of leadership that is such as many companies are not ready for a change in leadership. So the company need to quiet of the first generation. There are also many family business that are difficult to go through for 3 generations. Most family companies are involved in protracted conflict for power within the company. Many problems surround the family business related to such a sort. Therefore, PT Nusantara NASA has the highest authority of the family company who realizes that with a good planning, quality and capable for new leaders will be obtained as well as a good reception from most of the family company support component. For inauguration process, successors are required to be prepared according to the heritage rules of companies such as PT Nusantara NASA. 1. Set expectation about tasks and roles clearly. 2. Salary is based on actual performance, not based on the personal needs. 3. Arrange supervision, monitoring and advice for non-mentor family. 4. Give a real responsibility for the performance actually. 5. Rotate tasks for the meaningful period. 6. Provide writing procedures for wishing family members leaving the family company. For the successor of PT Nusantara NASA also need to provide a solution if one day there is a problem or different. 1. Cultural differences. 2. Differences in work ethic. 3. Differences in situation employment opportunity between countries. 4. Differences in family responsibility, family bond. 5. Differences in value of viewing conflict. 6. Differences between generation gap. 7. Differences of attention in conflict.
أولا السلام عليكم. My name is Yusuf Muhammad Ibrahim. Family Feminist Governance. The issue of corporate governance has grown in Indonesian business. The perception of fairness among family members in an important face-to-face part of the family enterprise. Conflicts and unhappiness among family members can be reduced if the family company governance involves the law.
Estate planning in the companies. Determine the distributions of wealth in accordance with the wishes of the asset owner, keeping the current assets sufficient to meet the needs of the families left behind, how to minimize taxes and costs incurred on the transfer of wealth from the owner to his heir, and this doesn't mean avoiding paying taxes. Next, provide sufficient funds to meet obligations, and ensure who will receive the inheritance. For estate planning, this usually prepare it well in advance of the change of generations, which aims to anticipate the occurrence of undesirable things in the future.
Next is about company strategic planning. Strategic planning refers to the process of developing a business strategy. To achieve this, it is necessary for traders to think first about the real mission of the business, the future direction, and the various programs to achieve growth. A corporate strategic plan will provide each generation the opportunity to steer the company in the right direction. The NASA strategic planning to maintain their company reputation until next generation are to have a good corporate governance, which ensure that the business is managed professionally. They refer to GCG, which is underlying principle of a company's management process and mechanism based on laws and regulation as well as business ethics. In managing a company, the GCG is governance guideline for the existing structures and process. Therefore, all elements in the company need to actively participate simultaneously and continuously apply the principles of GCG in carrying out their daily. The principles of GCG are as follows: transparency, accountability, responsibilities, independence, and fairness. Okay, first, transparency, openness in conducting the decision-making process and openness in disclosing material and relevant information about the company. Next is accountability, clarity of the functions, implementation, and responsibilities of the organs so that the management of the company is carried out effectively. Third is responsibilities, namely compliance in the management of the company to laws and regulation as well as sound corporate principles. Fourth is independent, a situation where the company is managed professionally without conflict of interest and influence or pressure from any party that does not follow the laws and regulation as well as strong corporate principles. Lastly is fairness, fairness and equity in fulfilling the rights of stakeholders that arise based on agreements and laws and regulations.
In conclusion, NASA was founded in Yogyakarta in Indonesia in October 2002. Anyone with the necessary knowledge and experience can take over. Its mission is to advance the country through research, business, community, empowerment, and nationalism reinforcement. Back to natural. Back to natural. Research can be done alone or collaborate with others. The studies findings are packaged in a business that anyone, networked or not, can run. Who can inherit a family business in Indonesia is governed by the Indonesian Civil Code. BT NASA has experienced family blunders that have caused mistrust, but this is peacefully issue that can be resolved. Every family business must uphold the principle of justice in order to serve. That's for me. Thank you so much.